All right, we should be live once more.
My
fact, we are.
Discord is quite buggy right now. I don't know why.
Damn.
I think I need to restart my Discord. I will be back in, I don't know, 10 seconds.
Okay, sure. So in the meantime, yes, we are here for an LTA. We are here in losers round 2. Either these runners manage to qualify past round 1 or they drop down from the round of 16. We have, in fact, all platforms here today. We have N64 emulator and virtual console will all be playing here today. So that'll be interesting to see what happens. They also have some pretty good PBs on average. 3 players have below a 1530, which we'll see if that leads into race performance. And I guess in the meantime, that's not here. I guess I'll just quickly ask if anyone wants to say it here. I guess how they're feeling.
I'm nervous, but I'm excited to race against everybody.
Yeah, same, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. So Alep's here. So
Yo, I don't know what's wrong with my Discord right now, but it doesn't work on my PC.
what is happening with it? What is bugging out? Is it just not opening?
Yeah, it's not opening. I think I will close every task by hand. I try to fix it, but right now I'm on the phone, so
Okay.
if
Either
you
way,
hear me loud and clear, it's fine still.
yeah, I hear you. Look, this is just for the countdown, so you don't need to be here necessarily. Which I guess speaking of which, since we are already, of course, a bit behind, I don't want to stall for too long. So, if we are ready, we could begin the LTA.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready to.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm ready as well.
All right, then we will begin the LTA timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, guys.
Good
Yeah,
luck,
good luck.
everyone.
Let's get the music on. And let's begin, because we are here. Welcome to this LTA. The big stuff here happening. Just a little bit ago. Starting it, yeah, this LTA is starting a bit late. My bad. Next time I'll think about that before scheduling a match. Either way, we have here 4 different nations, 3 of them European, and then also Physius. Well, I guess speaks a European language, so I guess it's fine. Pretty sure Physius is, I think Physius can speak French, maybe, as far as I'm aware, but I'm not 100% aware. Or maybe that was someone else, but I think it might have been. Either way, we have, speaking of, we do in fact have Banova and Aleph, who dropped down from the round of 16. Banova was capable of defeating, I'm pretty sure, Nago in the first ever match of a Supernova of the tournament, before then losing to Karen in round 2-0. Meanwhile, Aleph managed to pull off a little bit of an upset result against Maths, winning 2-1, before then dropping down, getting 2-0'd by fellow German VC player Finny, who's now in this scenario. Meanwhile, Zumi had originally been upset by Soda, pitcher 2-1 in the first round before winning the LTA with Raisin in it, surprisingly, by PBing. That PB is in fact from the tournament. Meanwhile, Physius came in from the Open qualifier and then got second in which LTA? I don't remember. Hold on, let me check. In the LTA C, Benedict got a 15. Physius wasn't quite able to get that 15. Got a 16-11, but still managed to make it a second. We will see what time will be necessary. I have a feeling it's going to be quite high because, I don't know, dude. Zumi's already gotten 15s. I'm pretty sure maybe got 2 15s in the race. Aleph, not sure. Aleph's going to be very interesting to see because, of course, the same time penalties that are given into races are also given to LTAs, but in LTAs I have a feeling that they're just so much harsher because the times will be so much more optimized. So Aleph is, I don't think Aleph's fighting an uphill battle. I think Aleph is fighting against Mount Everest to be able to get a top 2 time as the lowest PB by 20 seconds, as need to get 16 seconds better than 2 other players here. It'll be quite a bit complicated. Anyway, let's check out the first player to actually reach Wom's Fortress in that first run, which is Supernova, who immediately also got salt. So we're starting off hot here with one of the last French players remaining. Hello, Kino. In fact, this is one of the last French players remaining. Stunnard is still going, but Nova has to be the other one if France was to continue having 2 representatives in the later stages of the Supernova tournament. Yeah, of course, a lot of these nations, they also want representatives. Sumi is the last Italian because of CJ Roku's forced double forfeit because of controller malfunctions. Sumi's the only Italian left. Nisa uphold Italy. There are quite a few Americans. I don't think that's a word. Oh my. There are also quite a few Germans, I'm pretty sure. With, oh dude, Fizzy is having a disaster now. Looks like he's getting cut off by it. There are a few Germans, of course, Finney and I think Raisin. So they're just still kicking about. Well, let's see if Bonova's going to be able to get far. Got a pretty good lobby time considering this is the first run. Needs to close it out. The bomb. There we go. I was saying that the LTA is comfy. Yeah, it's less pressure filled. Because any mistake you make, it won't feel like the end of the world. And that pressure sometimes, you know, it can get to you. There's some people that enjoy the pressure. There's some people that they maybe enjoy the more relaxed, do good time, do good. Let's find out. Either way, Bonova is managing this shifting sandland pretty nicely. As Phidias is just about to enter basement. Aleph as well. Zumi's also almost about to do it. This seems to be the runs where every runner seems to be going into the basements. But Nova, however, is technically the favorite. With the 15-14, it is technically the favorite by PB. We have seen quite a few LTAs which have followed the PB structure perfectly, such as the last one we did, the one in round 3. It followed the PB structure. Which was... Oh, jeez, my brain is dying. Oh, yeah, which was Sunnard Benji, Kudo, and Bazaar. That was the PB structure. That is indeed how it went. I see quite an interesting Womps gold. However, dying, so I guess that gold didn't matter too much. Gold always matter. I'm not sure if that gold's real. That gold feels kind of fake. I don't know. Either way, let's take a look. There's a lot of runs going on. You have to keep your eyes on a lot of things, and I'm struggling to do that. Side hop. Supernova does get it, despite it being a little bit of a scuffed end. Fizzy is struggling on Pitiless getting it. Many of these runs, in fact, they continue living despite any potential hardships they faced. But Nova killing the bully. Aleph already in Lethal Lava Land. Fizz had way more problems, so we'll be getting there pretty shortly. Assuming also the run is, of course, behind, but in terms of when it started, however, it will be significantly in the red. Aleph goes get it. Nice. Gets the side hop. And Manova's going to be out of Lethal Lava Land on pretty good time. That's not bad at all. For the first run. Reminder, Manova's not reset yet. This could pretty much as well be a race. Manova is chilling. Wants to comment. Of course, the first player to finish a run is first. No matter for however long, being first, I think is a good thing. Box jump for Banova doesn't work. Wall jumps off the box. Somehow doesn't break it though. Interesting. Every other runner is now in Lethal Lava Land, which is kind of crazy. They're all in decent runs at around a similar time. Oh no, Zumi. Missing side hop. Banova now. Gonna be going for a Fincacy up slide. Yep. They didn't go for Toad yet, which is interesting. There we go. What did I say? There's a lot to say. In fact, there's a lot to comment on. Really, there really is. Zumi slowly but surely losing time after time. It's still more than fine. Especially again, early on, I think you just want to get a time. That's my honest take. I think you should get a time. You don't want to end up kind of like in the last LTA that happened, where both Kudo and Bazaar ended up with DNFs because they just did not finish a single damn run. I don't think that's the vibe you want to have. I think you want to be able to get good times. I don't know what to say. You should get a time and then get a good time. I don't think you should try to get a good time and then get no time. Wait, but Nova's exit was 10:34. It was really clean. In general, very few major mistakes in this run. Really, it's all been pretty good. A run like this, if closed out properly by the French runner, could already be an absolutely massive indicator for the entire future of the LTA. Having such a strong time on board, however, Banova does completely screw up getting Mips through the door. It'll be okay, not a major time loss. Let's see, Aleph has 1 star remaining, Physius has 2 stars remaining, Zumi has 3 stars remaining. It really is, it's 15, 14, 13, 12. The numbers are very sick. There's a lot to watch. Okay, we're still locking in on Banova though, who's on an absolute pacer. Front sub will be attempted. Too far to the right, yeah. Not quite managing. Lag overboard. I did not see what Alep's time. Oh my, Manova struggling, sliding so far out. Second time missing it. Gets it the third, not a disaster. But it is complicated. Physius is streamlining a little bit. Okay, so Physius exits at like 11 something. That means, yeah, Aleph exited at like 10:36. And Zumi's gonna exit at like in between them. It's gonna be like 10:40. So they're not bad runs at all here. They are all quite decent. They're all quite good. Yeah, they were exit at 10:45. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Even if Banova has lost significant time, they're all in dire dolls, they're all in fire. See, there's a lot of runs going on. I might have to whip out the full time, the global display, because all of these runs might be worth looking at. Yeah, you know, I think that's what I'm gonna do. All of these runs, I think deserve equal showing. So here it is. Aleph still on quite a solid run, only about 15 seconds behind personal best. That is exactly what Aleph needs to compete with the big boys. In fact, if you notice, Physius is behind that, indeed. Because their runs are about the same time. Physius is currently behind Aleph. That's for sure. Let me go for the chip, but gets it. Nice, well done, well played. What do I say there? I'm sure the runners appreciate the good luck. They're currently using it. Because, I mean, 4 runs this far at the same time is honestly pretty damn synced. I'm pretty impressed. Here we go. BOJ is here for Banova. Oh wow, that is instantaneous. Good job, Banova. Damn. Alright. Might be still be going for that 15 after all. Zumi completely screwing up the fire seat. Whole glitch. Physius misses the throw in fire seat. What do you mean? Either way, Banova gets the 70. Let's look at this guy. Although, yeah, it's very distracted. There's so much going on everywhere. Alright, Banova keeps moving. Ish moving. Let's see. There we go. Not bad. There we go. Gets it. Gets the triple jump. Banova looking pretty good. I'm not sure if this can 15. It might be barely able to on a good day. Alice struggling on BOJs. Either way, well, they BOJ. Let's bring the focus back to Banova because I want to be able to look at this. I want to look at this. I want to see if it's good. Benedict says it can. Let's see if the throws are looking very nice. A little slow on the last re-grab. Dan. Oh my god, I thought I missed. I really did. I thought I missed. Holy. Managing to, I think, clutch out of 15. Yeah, just should be. 15:57. Immediately is not bad at all. So, quickly. Physius is here. Zoom is coming in. Aleph had a massive struggle in BOJ. He's lost so much time. That puts Physius back in. Zumi is, I'm pretty sure, on the fastest run right now. Yeah, I think. Oh, Physius falling. Oh my. That's not good. 3 skies at once is a lot to keep track of. Oh, Aleph falling. Oh my god. Aleph falling down. Zumi falling down. Everybody is falling down. This is a mess, dude. Nobody's been able to get a good sky. Alright. Phineas is in throws. None of these runs are gonna be challenging for Nova. Still me falling down again. Phineas gets a throw. Goes for a second. Goes and gets a second. And will Phineas close out the second place for now? The time being, it's looking like yes, did land that throw. Not bad at all. Doomy, I think, is gonna reset. Yeah, not gonna be putting a time on the board just yet. Adam gets a throw. Phineas's time is a 16:32. Aleph also just about to close it out a little slower. But still going to be claiming a third place for the time being. Everybody's finishing runs up quite early. Goes and gets a 16:55. Not bad. There we go. And all of the runs have been either reset or played the first initial runs. They all pretty much went for like their second or third run. And Bonova got a 15 on the first, which is of course really useful. That's going to be first for at least a good time. Early split. But it was capture card. Either way, I am gonna quickly mute myself for a little bit. I'm gonna be right back. Hold on. Yo, what's up? It's me. I'm back. So, we are here after the initial major set of runs that happened. Pretty much everybody was on a run. They were all pretty good. But Novus closed out in a 15. Peterson now got 16. Jimmy reset after a little bit of a sky scramble. But Nova's now decided to practice the things that went wrong in that 15:57. As usual, I genuinely think it's a fair thing to do. I generally think it is a good strategy. You know, get a run, then see what went wrong. I generally think for an LTA, it is a very strong thing to do. Zumi goes for salt, doesn't get it. Oh well. Let's see if Zumi's able to get it this time. The only runner with no run completed. However, you cannot consider him a weak player. He will be playing good Mario, that's for sure. Already almost got a 15, of course. Was on pretty, I think on 15 pace into Sky. in that run before, of course, Sky was the meltdown. However, so early on, and of course, again, Zumi, that PB is from me here. Remember, PB and was able to defeat Raisin in round 1. So, in round 1 of losers, which was quite an important result. However, the stakes, I'd say, are definitely somewhat raised. For sure. Here, oh. Zumi, a little bit of a kick. Not a, it's like a slow kick, not like a speed kick. It's like a speed kick that loses speed, you know? But yeah, the runs are still running. Vizia so far, of course, has only ever seed LTAs in this tournament. Had to qualify to the Open Qualifier, got a 16-13 in the first round, got a 16-11. So very slight improvement. Already has a 16-30, 32 here. Made it so far with a 1543 on virtual console. I mean, like, is it that far? Isn't that the same round you made? I mean, I'm not saying, like, winning a round isn't hard. I mean, yeah, it's very difficult to do, but, like, I'm just saying, you did the same thing. I don't know, why are you jealous? Yeah, this is round 2. You made round 2, didn't you? Yeah, you made round 2. If Aleph were to qualify, then Aleph would be a further round ahead, but yeah. There was a round 3, but that was... Yeah, you see, I'm sure you're confused because there was a round 3 yesterday. This is back to round 2. Because schedules have been weird. Yeah, to be exact, Aleph's journey was basically Aleph in round of 32 managed to upset Maths 1-2-1, then got swept by fellow VC friend Fiddy and our ear. Anyhow, Physics is in basement. Back in. I will be curious to see if that 16, you know, that same 16-11, which qualified him in both the Open Qualifier and in round 1, will be enough. My initial opinion is no, because I believe Zumi also has got what it takes to 15. I believe Zumi can do it. Almost already did it. Good pillar is better. So, I think at least 2 15s are on the board. Physics can, of course, also 50 himself. No wonders about that. Yeah, Physics has derusted. Physics has done a few, I'm pretty sure, like, practice LTAs, which is a thing I've never seen anybody else do. I've never seen someone do a self-imposed LTA. That's like a new concept in my mind. Zumi, by the way, about to go into SSL on PB pace, which is pretty nice. One second ahead. The retiming for this, if their times end up close, is going to be a nightmare because we have all 3 categories. Like, all 3 platforms are playing. So, Dark Light, part of me is partially hoping that the times aren't super close. That, like, They're at least like 10 seconds apart each, so like there's not too much confusion. Good pillarless from Zumi. Not a bad run happening from Pidgeys either. I'd say. Definitely acceptable, definitely pretty good. Looks like it was necessary because while the 1557 from Supernova is tough, it's also beatable. It is not necessarily a unbeatable time being set forth. It can realistically be taken on by all the runners on a good run. Ooh, Physius not getting the ground pound. Not getting the Z input at all. They didn't even long jump, just kind of jumped. Or, I mean, I don't know if does Physius go for the ground pound? Because you might be able to just jump, now that I think about it. But that was back to running. After getting that 1557. Practiced a bit of stuff. I saw some fire, I saw some mips. I saw some box jump, which was a mistake done in the 1557, but I was back in. I wonder, will the time get improved? Goes for the ground pound. All right, this is a breath of fresh air, you know, because yesterday in that last LTA, I'm not gonna throw shade, but like it was definitely the play styles were very resetty. Here, they're way less resetty. These players, it's very interesting. So yesterday, Benji in 1 hour finished one run, then reset to LBOJ like 500 times in an hour. Kudo and Bizarrescape kept trying. They got far a few times, but it never worked. And then Sunner just got a crazy time immediately, and therefore didn't really have anything else to try. Just tried PB and didn't work. LBJ is hard. Like, I'm pretty sure Benji was also going for some absolutely crazy, like, Dark World cycle. I just died to it like a million times. Either way, Benji got like not far. Basically got 1:15:53 within 10 minutes of coming on, then just reset for 15 minutes. However, still qualified him. Know what they say, get it over the line, doesn't matter how you do it. Benji in round 4 of losers. We did figure out today that one of the opponents of him will be Spanner, who lost the semi-final a little bit ago. And there will be 2 other players, which will take a while to find out because the bracket's been kind of held up, especially by the quarterfinals, which haven't happened over there on the top because around 16 took a while and whatever. Either way, where are we at? Zumi's on by the way, kind of cooking. Had a few mistakes, but it's still working out to a good run. Physics is also not bad at all. Saving time. 10:42 exit out of HMC could definitely lead to quite a solid time for sure. Let's get chip clip, which is not bad at all. Let's see how front sub goes. Al, by the way, also has recently reached basement. Bitches, let's get front sub. Alright. Saving time, split after split. On a 15:33 comparison, which is interesting. definitely looking good. I'm also curious to see what exactly Zumi's time will be, because that looks like a 10-2x. Yeah, that's like 10-28 to exit, which is wild. That is that can be something. Is Fizzy's getting this? Oh no, slipped too much. Oh wait, nope, didn't get it. Rip. That's that. Oh, Zumi missed the punch grab. Oh dear, stuff's falling apart here. Yeah, not the times you want versus. Zumi desperately trying to angle Mario. It really didn't work. First Mario was just walking straight, then too far, then too little. It wasn't going good. Alright, let's find out how much time that cycle lost for Physius. It should be quite a significant amount. Seems like I was correct. It's about 10 seconds. That's fair. But Nova's missing Lacquer to skip. I don't know why I felt the need to point that out. Like, I just comment on what I see. You know? Sometimes I see someone missing Lacquer to skip. I don't know what's that. It's gonna be screwing up front sub. The run is falling apart. Not terrible yet though. Oh wow, what a POJ. That is wild. Holy. Suiki moment. Hello, Kobam. But Nova is currently first, so that's good. Physius has the chance to overtake. It needs to be good. What am I hearing? Oh, if the performance is really good, then there's a chance, there's a possibility. I forgot to make a prediction, by the way. Oh, damn. I think I did. Damn it. I was too busy because I needed to switch everything. Damn, I didn't make no prediction. Making a prediction now is too biased. No way, Physius. Getting a very nice. Physius is in fact aiming to get that Bonova time. This might be fast enough. I think, yeah, it's entered, I think, about the same time as Bonova entered bits. I'm not gonna lie. Needs to, of course, get the throws. Let's see. That will be one. Might be good enough. Oh wow. Okay, what? This is fast. Takes a spin. Does that hit? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. That was super close. I could honestly not tell. Rip. Physius will be remaining in the second position. Okay. He'll be remaining in the second position for the time being. Okay, bro. Is this one even gonna be an improvement at this point? BOJ's for Zumi. Okay, it will be an improvement. That's good. Zumi screwed up the BOJ. Sad. 16-23. Bonova gets to rest. Swaps out the last two numbers. Yeah, it might have been. Either way, Zumi will not be attacking Bonova because the BOJs were too slow. However, does have the opportunity of potentially. Ooh, went for. Wow. Okay, got it. Not bad. Of taking over the second spot from Physius, which Physius just now got the time. It would be rather harsh. Does not get the right side. Just tries again and slips off. Oh well. Not even trying. Wants to try again. Wants to get a good time before anything. Physius also gets to rest easy in the second position. We're the tab. And all the runs that were far are officially have officially been either completed or reset. Now, what is going to happen? Physius already, however, in 40 minutes having 2 completed runs, you know, a run and then an improvement, not bad at all. It's pretty good. That signals some sort of consistency is in fact in the cards here, which some runners, you know, they just fail to have. So that is at least good news for Physius. If Physius has been able to get 2 runs on that early, that might mean it might will happen again. So he's also got 2 runs very far already. 2 runs to Sky. Both of them have been reset. Oh, Physius ground pounding. What? Ground pounding off of Dark World. Interesting. And how Nova back on the run. I'm pretty sure this is the first Bonova run in basement ever since the 1557. Still comparing to a 16, which makes sense. The 1557 is not that far away from it. It's like 3 seconds. Like, really nice pillarless. Really nice plus. Now, that is also a nice Talon Klepto bird star. It's all going pretty good. So far in shifting sand land for Bonova, who of course, while that 1557 is a tough time to beat, we have already seen Physius threaten it like 3 minutes ago, and Zumi also for a while has been threatening that run, so it's not necessarily safe. I don't believe Bonova can rest easy on that time. It needs to be faster to have some sort of a larger safety net, because right now most runs from Physius or Zumi, and of course, and maybe a good Aleph run, can't threaten it. I hate not throwing Aleph in the conversation. It's just like, it's so much harder, you know, because there's so much more gap in handicap time. Like, there's... Let's see here. But no, we're going for side hop. Does that work? Nope, it doesn't. Yeah, in fact, jumped too early, I'm pretty sure, the triple jump. That will make it, however. So, light time loss, but not the end of the world at all. Which is good news. Let's see here. But Nova successfully kills the bullet with a ground pound and a kick. Aleph seems to almost be finished with Swamp's Fortress. Alright. Might have lost a bit of time in general on the lethal lava land, especially on the side hop. Yeah, a little bit. But oh well, still definitely faster. Still pretty fast. Still fast run here from Supernova. Aleph into the basement on good time. Already 40 minutes have passed. 43 exactly. We're around 43 minutes have passed, more or less. Supernova gets the box jump this time. There's an improvement from last time. Always nice to see. Aleph lets the bomb go. The bomb flies away from Mario's hand. Not what you like to hear. GTM. Looking nice. Oh, never mind. Not quite. Gets bonked. Gotta lose a little bit of time. Not too bad. Aleph having a bit of a nightmare overall on Builderless. Now Zumi and Fidgets are most likely about to head into Wob's Fortress. Alright, let's see exactly how fast Supernova going here. It looks like it's gonna be a 10:32. Yes, alright, let's go. Predicted it. 10:32, that's fast though. That's fast. Not bad at all. Simple dive grab to me add McDonald's and then Red Bull add. Let's go. There we go. Oh no, not quite getting. It passed a 30-star door. There's been a consistent slight issue. Pretty sure Supernova has, in fact, not managed it both times. Which, of course, slight time loss, but oh well. Chip clip, not bad at all. Very, very clean. It is front sub time. Let's see. Nicely done. That is good. That is good stuff. Here it is. Supernova has honestly come in swinging this out here. It really has. First run to basement. Got a 15:57. Went back, practiced a bit, got a few resets in. Second run, going even faster, gets the pole glitch. Honestly, Supernova has been absolutely cooking these past 45 minutes. Won't be quite able to try any ultimates, a bit too slow. That is very acceptable. It's about to enter base. Zumi already in it. On green, by the way, which is pretty cool. Let's see, Supernova about to enter backwards long jumps. On a really good time. The possibility to do a great run. A run that could very nearly close a qualifying conversation if the BRJs and bits were to be clean. However, will they? Let's find out. Supernova, of course, does run 0 star. 0 and 1 star. I'm pretty sure So I'm sure there's quite a bit of BOD practice in that. Let's see. Nope. Never mind. BOD not working at all. Okay, nope, too late. Oh my. Is this the moment where everything gets ruined? Damn, it's really not. Okay. Alright. I was gassing it up, going like, oh, the BOJs are gonna be really good. And then they don't. What is this? Oh no. Playing on Shindu version on accident. Just reset. What was that? That just did not catch at all. Well, I guess no good run there. I guess the next purpose run is Zumi, who's currently, I'm not sure how the LLO is going, but as far as I'm aware, on PB pace, which is, I guess, which is somehow not even that rare of an occurrence. Let's see. Into that volcano. Zumi will go. Let's see. It's looking like it might still be ahead. I'm not sure though. Yeah, Zumi will definitely close this out ahead. Minus 4.9, damn, okay. I see you. I see you. I see some cooking going on. That's for sure. See, upslide is the starter for Zumi, which is, I guess, not a thing that happens every time. I feel like that's not the common way that things start. However, I'd say it's valid. I think it's valid. Both Aleph and Fizz in basement. Fizz is on the run about 20 seconds slower than Zumi's, which is not bad, by the way. That's still pretty solid 15 pace with around 10 seconds to lose, so not bad at all. Aleph also on, I think, pretty good time so far. Needs to get box jump still. However, won't be having a problem with it, that's for sure. Damn, that was really good. Also, Zumi supporters in the chat. We've had supporter for everyone. I think, right? Yeah, everybody has had a supporter in the chat, which is, I think, nice. It's nice to see. There's support for everybody. Nobody is left out of the support crowd. No villains, quote unquote. Either way, what is this about? What in the world? Is that 1014 exit? Zumi, what the hell? And that's not your best pace ever. What is this? What in the world? Okay, let's watch this with very close eyes, because punch grab successful. Alright. This is somewhat of a legendary run that's happening right now. Walks very slowly, but you know what they say. What matters is that you get it over the line. Not quite immediately. Managing to avoid talking to the door, however. And there we go. We are a bit ahead. Oh my god. What? Yeah, because if you remember, I remember the MIPS in the Zoomy PB, which I watched because it was in the tournament. On Ving, it did screw up Mips a bit. I'm not sure what was the problem. I think it might have been missed the grab, maybe? Something like that. Front up will be attempted. Needs to not get too nervous, that's the problem. Okay, well, if you're nervous, it's not showing because that was wild. Keeping the pace. They're almost on best pace ever here. Zoomy is currently on pace to get an absolutely unbelievable time. But has to lock it in. There's still so many components that need to go perfectly for such a legendary moment to unfold. That's what makes the moments legendary. They need so many steps before they can be completed. They really, really, really do. Fidgets and Aleph also one runs, but Nova also one runs. But right now, definitely full focus on Zoomy, who's about to maybe even get ultimate. Wow. This is going all in for the beef, going for that legendary run. Not gonna miss any punches on that one. This is unbelievable. What is happening right here, right now? What is happening right here, right now? Are we witnessing something legendary? Gets a really good throw as well. Half spin, didn't even. Oh my lord. If this is not best pace ever of Fires, I don't know what is. I don't know what the hell Zumi's best pace ever was. Cause like what? Okay, yeah, this is best pace. It's gold. Nah. Okay, alright. It's the moment. It's the moment. The big moments. Gold on best pace ever is kind of wild. Okay. Let's see. It's now or never. The skies, if we get the will or have been an issue for Zoomy today, so needs to clean it up somehow. Let's see. The 50 star BOJ won't work. Oh my. This time it should be getting over. Unless Mario got scammed. Nope, Mario got scammed. Fuck. Okay, well. That hurts. That hurts a lot. That through the door? Nope. Oh, it is. Okay. Well, alright. No PB. Mario gets absolutely scammed out of that door. Damn, really can't get it. However, needs to still remember that this is the Supernova we're talking about. For a minute, we kind of went off into Will Zoomy PB territory. However, this is still on pace to be an absolutely really good run. If Zoomy can close it out, can absolutely first place and then some. Just to mention, by the way, Fidgets is also, while we've been talking, on a run that's very similar. In fact, it's only about 5 seconds behind right now. I think it's entered at 14:17. So be very wary. Zoomy gets the right side this time. Finally, it's happened. Oh, takes a ledge grab. Some extra time loss. Oh no, fallen. Somehow not fallen all the way. Oh my. Gets blessed there. This definitely be Bonova. It enters about 10 seconds faster. Physius might also enter even faster than that. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it will enter a bit faster than that. Zoomy gets a throw. Physius is in throws, dude. There's a lot to keep track of. Zoomy gets a second throw. Physius on trick to maybe beat them both. Okay, Zoomy gets 3 throws. Physius is about to get the 3 throws. I need to stay here because I need to check what the time is. And Physius has missed. Alright. Okay. So, 15:42. Zoomy gets it. 15:42. Before I update that, Zoomy currently in first place. Let's see what Physius is about to get, because this still beats Panova, right? Yeah. Missed the throw at the beginning, but it's still managing to barely clutch up. 1551? Wait. Yeah, 1551. Okay. Wow. Alright. So, that is something. I'm not gonna lie. But Nova now swaps over here. Aleph 1655 goes to 4th. And I already forgot what was doing up. The 1540. Wait. No shot, I just forgot already. My brain. 42. Okay, thanks. I'll just trust you. Alright, let's take a look at what Aleph's doing. Because it's something. Yeah, physics times only. Yeah, it is. It is indeed. Physics is not taken first by a second. That really does hurt. But either way, but Nova's first time has already been taken. 3 15s on the board. This time from Aleph could technically... Wait, can it? I don't know. This is... Yeah. It could have. This BOJ will not be helping the matter. I'm not gonna lie. We're almost at the hour mark. And to celebrate the hour mark, I officially have a sandwich. Let's go. Eat and commentary stream. My favorite types of stream. Anyway, Aleph's still definitely on the pace to improve that 1655 at least, you know, to make it look better, make it look a little nicer, for sure, which is always nice to hear. Does that hit? Oh, it barely does. Damn. Honestly, the bomb hitbox is so misleading. There's stuff which you think makes it, which doesn't. There's stuff which you think doesn't, which doesn't. What? Did you see? What? See what I mean? How did I not make it? That's wild, dude. That's wild. Yeah, Aleph will be improving the time to a 1619. Which means everybody's now got a pretty damn competitive time. I'm not gonna lie. They're all good. Like, really, really good. For sure. But Nova's back in basement. We spent about 5 minutes. But Nova went from first to third to eliminated, which is definitely disheartening, I guess. But you're still only halfway. There is time for Banova to figure this out. Has already had a run on like 1030 pace. No, 1030 on 1530 pace. Since that 1557. Spent like 20 minutes practicing after getting the 1557, so technically he has played less runs than the other players. So, but Nova definitely still has something in the locker. Will it get pulled out of the locker? Just a question that is being posed. Two V runner. A French runner. The fastest French runner if you consider handicaps. Ever. Nobody's gotten a faster 16 start time. Didn't Benova. Certainly has a 15-12, but on I mean. Benova needs to improve that 15:57 by at least 6 seconds. Well, actually, at least 7. Could be 6, and then we need to get into weird retiming territory. Seven, and you're for sure okay. In the top 2. Maybe even the top 1. We need to look at the milliseconds. Which are, you know, always a source of speculation. By the way, did I just see? It's zooming on 6 seconds ahead of PB again. Dude, my cheek cannot be stopped. Nobody can stop this guy. What? My cheek is going at super speeds. What in the world? I swear this guy's on PB pace every other run. This guy cannot be real. Like, there's no way. Physios also back in basement. In the full lava land currently. But Nova gets a nice box jump there. Let's see how it's going. Nova's run definitely looking on the good scale. Definitely on the brighter side. All right. I'm just keeping an eye out. Dude, what? Zumi, you need to stop. What is it? I mean, you can continue, but what in the world? Is that minus 10 gold LLO almost best place ever again? I'm looking at it on the side. But Nova's still on a really good run, by the way, though. Not to be scoffed at. 10:31 exit is definitely nothing to be scoffed at. It's really, really good. Jimmy might be pulling out the run 10-11s again, but like. Zumi gets another 10-1x. I definitely will have to bring him up, maybe. Or rip to Aleph. I'm going to fall all the way down. After getting the start. But Nova missed chip clip out. That hurts. That's going to lose him a lot of time. This is going to lose him significant amount of time. Not what you'd like to hear. Let's see. But no, it does manage front sub though, so I guess it won't be that bad. Okay, Timmy, is that... What is this about to be? I'm like, is this 10? Oh. Oh my god, this is 10:09. Huh? Dude. I literally have to. I'm sorry, Bonova, but what is this? What is happening right now? What is bro doing? This cannot be a real person. You know, like, we can't get best space ever do it again. Like, what? Dude, this is about to save so much time. Is this gold on Mips? No. Minus 27. Still 15 flat pace if you just plays to PV. What in the world? He doesn't even need to do anything unbelievably crazy. He just needs to play like he did in PB and he's got a 14. Like, what? But Nova, by the way, on the top right, the furthest run along. Auto Zoomies on best pace ever, once more. So that's the current highlight for sure. Like, what in the world? Alright, let's do a little bit of double commentary. So Zoomy, oh no. Bonks tries to get it. Oh, gets the backup. I don't think that's gonna save him. But Nova screwed up the BOJ. It's really not helping him out, the BOJ here. Will this save him? No, it won't. Didn't get the movement. Alright. Okay. Won't be best pace ever. Sure. Whatever. Like, oh no, you're not 28 seconds ahead. Okay, this is kind of slow though. Anyway, but Nova still's looking good. The BOJs were not very nice, but they still were okay. They still were fine enough. So if the sky is good, but Nova can temporarily take first place. This guy is, however, not the most unbelievable thing of all time. So he gets to throw. Oh, but Nova falling off the stage. Damn it, reset. But Nova's having the late game's absolutely killing the front runner right now. It's just not working. Out of Mr. C upslide. Okay, around 15 seconds lost, which still means he's minus 12. Not sure how. That is just so funny. Gets a ground pound. The BOJ last time killed him. Not happy this time. They killed the PB. Will it kill the PB this time as well? Oh, I might. Oh no. That's one more chance to keep up with it. Okay. Maybe is indeed keeping up with it. Hold on. We'll be losing time, but if he gets it instantly, this is still PB pace. He needs to get this stuff within the immediate, and that is quite a bit immediate. Alright, Zoomy on PB pace. Hold up. Into Bowser in the sky. This stage has had problems. Not in the last run that Zumi did though, which is good sign. So let's see if it is in BOJs. I'll be able to take a look at that after. Is Zumi about to do something legendary? Activates the switch? No way. Oh my god, still manages to maneuver it relatively quickly though. Good good hindsight and nope. Falls all the way down. Same, no, well not the same mistake, but similar mistake to what Bonova just did. Sad. Not sure. So, that's something. I'm not really sure what to say. By the way, I do have something to say. Fizz is also turned on the Switch. That is a very interesting mistake for two people to be making. What's going on today? I know. Best pace ever twice. Sadly, Nero won't be mean, but. Speaking of which, by the way, what Fizz is cooking. This is like one of the best ones to reach throws today. Like, it's been like foreshadowed by the Zumi on like fucking crazy best pace ever, but this is still something crazy. Let's see, this could be first right here, right now, by quite a margin. It's another missed throw. Vicious, can you hit the last throw, basically? I swear this has happened so much. And there it is. There we go. Physius will still be taking home first place prize so far. Temporarily, of course, for the time being. It will be slightly slower, but there is handicap. So 15:43 will actually, 15:44 will actually be first. Do I put him first? Because technically the time is slower. But it will be faster. So like I'll just put him in first. That might cause confusion though, but trust me, it's fine. Anyway, we're now officially at the point where Aleph is not capable of qualifying, I'd say. It's a bit too much to ask because you need Aleph to PB by 8 seconds. No, by 9 seconds. It's a bit too much to ask with that, I'd say. Yeah. It's tough, I mean, yeah, Aleph kind of in the middle of giants, I'd say. You know, LTA, there have been definitely weaker LTAs in this round, I'd say, but this was definitely one of, if not the, probably the strongest one of a round, to be honest. Raisin and Wicco both 15, starting to Kudo 15:40, but like either way, this is probably the fastest deal with Phidias. Currently the holder of a first place will be going to eat food, which is always good. You know, I just ate food. Physius. A physical. So, Bonova. It's been a little bit, it's been a rocky road. I mean, it's more like a perfectly, it's more like a highway that then, no, that's not working. Bonova has more been like a highway that right at the end turns into a cliff. Like, it's kind of crazy how, like, Bonova has had some really good times, and BOJs have just never worked, and if they ever barely do, it's been a thing. That 15:57 is the only time the stars aligned, and that was immediately. That was the first round of the day. Bonova's been, it's kind of giving me bizarre vibes from yesterday. It's kind of like always getting far, never closing it out, always something at the end. The end game, screwing up everything. Here's Aleph on focus for one of the first times, by the way. We have barely ever had Aleph as the focal point. There's always something happening. But yeah, Aleph definitely fallen into a bad hand as far as the opponents were concerned. Niso, of course, still fight. You never know what might happen. You know, that's the main thing I'm gonna say. You never know what might happen, cause like you'll go, okay, yeah, you can't like I might be saying it's too tough to PB by 9 seconds. Zumi was literally just about to PB by 27. Like 3 seconds ago, Zumi was minus 27. Just to understand. So like I always say, always believe. You never know. Maybe you'll achieve true Zen mode. You know, you'll communicate with the higher beings, and you'll just play really good. Absolutely love these split names, by the way. What? Aleph's got the best split names. I mean, don't forget Toad. That's a great split name. Every time you look at the timer. I'm surprised not more people do that. That's like genius. At this point, it's too hard to tell what time is going to qualify. Like, Physis should be safe, theoretically, right? I think it's slightly more likely than not to qualify. However, you never know. But Nova's had those paces, and Zumi has had those minus 27s. It's just, you know, just kind of quickly almost 14ing. No biggie. Dude, like, it is unbelievable how fast that was. Like, you know. Yeah, I generally have no words. The main thing is that it's still close. These last 40 minutes, you know. But Nova on the chopping block bit, only around 10 seconds away from getting second. Zumi on the edge of the chopping block, but has had BB pacers. However, it's already happened twice. Can you really ask for another really good run again? You know, it's just like you can only be good for so long. Somebody just LBOJ into Warm Fortress. Someone's fighting using a blender, dude. Alright, so that Aleph run got reset, and now we are back into VLAN's first time in a while that nobody's been on a proper run for, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, it has truly been a while. Everybody's been running, nobody's been on Pacers. Yeah, I don't know. The jeopardy is still high. The players have, I'd say, all played at really good for their level. I'd say they all played really well, but Nova's gotten 1030s out of HMC like at least 3 times now. Turby has, no, we don't need to talk about him. Vicious has also had these crazy paces. You know, Aleph as well. For the 1543, getting a sin 19, not bad at all. No playing within 30 seconds is, you know, they're pretty solid for an hour and a half. Like, it's not bad. Not bad, not a bad result at all, for sure. I personally think it's very respectable. So not bad at all. So everybody's bringing their A game, but when everybody's bringing their A game, what really matters is who brings their S game. Yeah, who brings in the S tier results. That's all that truly matters. What is there to say? Fizzy is almost very close to beating the 1033 PB, quote on quotation marks. It's the personal best listed on the live, so I'm pretty sure it's not Fizzy's best time. Maybe it's Fizzy's best time in like recent times, because I don't know how old that 1517 is. It might be, I think it's a bit old, I think, as far as I'm aware. I think one of the most interesting things. Yeah, D-Rose PB. All right, yeah. That's what I was expecting it to be. I'm very curious to see, like, especially like how Zoomy deals with it, because like I feel like when you get such an opportunity, right? It's such a like a weird moment where like having in this scenario, because usually after you get such a run, you know, you take your time, chill off a little bit. Over here, there's not really much time for that, you know? You're currently second and you're like 3 seconds away from getting eliminated. So like, how do you deal with that properly to like lock yourself back in after that big huge moment? It's all a mental game. It's about which Mario runners can successfully mental it more than the rest. Teammate screwing up Outlast twice. The meantime, Fitness is in basement. They just throw out the bomb, but might as well go look at it. Oh wow, how missed? What? What it? Huh? What? What? Okay, cool. All right, never mind. Let's not. Fizzy is that. Let's go back to the full global view. Interesting, for sure. Lamau. LMAO. I wonder what's the best way to say it. The Lamau? I say Lamau. Or some people say LMAO. Although I think that's too convoluted. There is a lot of Mario being played. And there's almost about to be half an hour. I usually remind the runners a half an hour, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. If they're not, of course, listening in, which they're mostly in chat, but I'll make sure to say it either way in about 2.5 minutes time. So we seem to have stopped moving. It's interesting. Anybody is still at risk for sure. It would take really good gameplay. It's just like, again, that's what we have seen. We have seen really good gameplay. So like, you can never count yourself safe. Even though I would say, I think the likelihood of Phidias qualifying, I'd say is currently like at least like a 70%. Like Supernova and Zumi can, honestly, like almost semi-reliably get good runs. However, the likelihood of them both closing out a run like that is definitely on the lower end. Zumi's qualifying chance is also, I'd say, really, who knows? It's very 50-50. It's really all down to Supernova, who's had the opportunities. Has had plenty. They've not worked up. So, time ticks down. It'll all be time to find out. Of course, Supernova, you know, that one of the last hopes of France, as I said earlier. I said this about half an hour ago, but yeah, Supernova. You know, Sarner's still in. Kuda got eliminated in round 3, but Supernova, you know, the fastest French runner, being eliminated in round 2, even earlier than someone like Kuda, that might be a little bit of a shocker. Quick food break, which I should not be doing. Oh, okay, sure. I guess. I'm able to do more runs. Okay, I see. Alright, enjoy your food. I'll go remind that there's 30 minutes left. Hold on. You have 30 minutes remaining to do resets from this point. All right, here's the half-hour reminder sent out. So I mainly do that just to gauge, like, because you never know, delay, like stuff like that. So there we go. But Nova's desperately trying to get this pillar list to work somehow. Instead, it's dying. So, nope, not this time. Sad. Sad news. Wait, Alan's back in basement. Let's see if this will go down well. The pillar list does dub. Yeah, that was nice. That was a good pillar list. Not bad at all inside the ancient pyramid indeed. Let's see how it goes. It's a pretty good shifty sound line for now. For the time being, it's not going bad at all. For sure. Which is always good to hear. It's nice, you know. Let's see. Aleph is the furthest run ongoing. Still indeed. It is still in fact, yeah. Like the situation has not really changed. I don't know. I don't know if I need to specify. It didn't. Yep, correct. Aleph, by the way, going for side hop. There we go. "26 minutes of Mario gaming are left before the reset stop and the 2 qualifier will be left in. It is truly a battle of titans, this one, I'd say. It really, really is. 3 players, which honestly, but no Zoom and Fidgets have all shown gameplay deserving of qualifying, but one of them has to be left out. It's the harsh reality. They can't all 3 go through. So someone with a 15 will be going home in round 2. But which one will it be? Will it be Zumi? Will it be Physius? Will it be Banova? Banova is currently the one who's suffering that fate. Needs to twist it around. It's all down to him though. It really is. It is all down to him. There is not much else. Or of course, you never know. There's always the Aleph wildcard. Wildcard Aleph PBs by 20 seconds. You never know. That possibility is always there on the table. The best possible time, you know, the goals are there. The goals are there, so that's not bad. It just needs to happen though. Okay, hold on, bear me up. One second. Yo, I'm back. Alright, so what is there to say? We're back in. Alep's on a pretty good run right now, to be fair. Like, yeah, this is pretty good. No bad at all. This one from Aleph has definitely got the possibility. Aleph's personal goal, I think, is to get a 15. Wow, this is a, wow, what is it? This is, that is a way to dodge the boulders for sure. I'm shocked that worked. Very expert foot dodging. Weaving in and out. Looking like the Matrix dodging the bullets. Oh my. Aleph missing the wall kick and dying. Yikes. Damn it. Yep. That's gonna hurt. That will indeed. It was looking good, but now it's looking dead. Zumi's still eating. Meanwhile, Phidias and Benova are currently in the midst of they're in the midst of Worms Orchards. I forgot what the stage was called for a second. You ever just forget what a word is for absolutely no valid reason? Yeah, that's like me. Like, I've been speaking for 3 hours, give me some slack. "22 minutes remain. Physius not quite getting up there to try cannonless. Nope, still not. Ground pounding too late. And then resetting. Supernova in the meantime will miss the star. What do you mean? Miss the wild blue. Okay. There's been some funny mistakes happening, I'm not gonna lie. This past half hour, after the 15s have kind of locked in and they're becoming harder to, you know, crack into there. The goofy mistakes have started to come out. Time to see if Supernova does anything cool in the basement. Let's see. That looks like a pretty good bomb. Looks like they set up to a nice pillarless, yeah. Yep, very nice. Yep, good. Alright. Alright. Let's go. We gaming. Aleph forgot a red. I saw that. Missed it. I didn't miss the other one. Okay. Needs to not get the fly guy to see him. Fly guy did not see him. Did not see Supernova, which is good news for the French runner. It's all looking so good. First for pretty much an hour. But Zumi and Phidias closing out runs back to back has now made his task a lot more pressure filled. There's time to try to achieve it, but the time's shrinking by the minute. We're almost at that final stage where any new run would finish after. So, like, you know, they're not quite there yet, but we're almost there. That's the important part. Let's see. Elevator tour. First up on the list. There we go. Again, very interesting star orders going on. Ad for Aleph, let's go. The new Odyssey OLED G8. When you guys can start runs. Any run that starts, like that timer's for resets. You cannot reset after the time's up. Until before you can reset however much you want, and that run will still be valid. However, if you reset after that time's up, that run's not valid. Yeah. You can even reset with 1 second remaining, and that run will be valid, but... The C4 Lava Land is going very acceptably for Supernova. Not finding any problem with this one. It's another one. It's currently going pretty well, which is good news for sure. It would be important that if Supernova were to get a run, it'd be soon. Rather than later. Because there isn't much later. The amount of later is very finite. There's only about 18 minutes left to reset, you know? But it is looking quite fast for the time being. It's 8:41. Away from Lethal Lava Land. The fiery stage. The hazy Mayscape. The prospects so far have been pretty good. Let's see if the box jump will work. The answer is yes. Alright, not bad, not bad. Let's see. The anticipation starts growing. Zumi's still eating. Very interesting. Interesting definition of quick. We've been here for 15 minutes. Decent to watch for rolling rocks. Not bad at all. No issues. Acceptable. For sure. Alright, let's see what the finish time will be. It's looking pretty good though. It really is. Looking like yet again one of those 1030s which Supernova has been able to cook up from time to time. 1031. In fact, Supernova has cooked up these type of time, I think at least 3 times today. This has already happened. So yeah, this happens from time to time. It just really needs to be closed out. Supernova needs to find a way to not lose a billion years at the end game. And usually Supernova doesn't lose that much time to the end game. Supernova loses time to BOJs. Zumi's back, by the way. Took around like 17 minutes. Zumi's back to running. Especially if Supernova closes this run, then we might be talking issues. So yeah, Zumi needs to try to lock in once more. The food needs to have been absolutely gaming oriented. Needs to be G Fuel. Guess Chip Club this time, Supernova. I remember missing it in one of these runs. Supernova going for front sub. That is well done. That is very well done. Alright, Mapes and Dire Dots have not been problems. They have been rather good, rather quality. That's good. That's very good news. Piracy down. The pressure's on. Let's see. Oh no! Doing the same mistake that Zumi did when he was 27 seconds ahead. But this time, Supernova isn't quite as capable of backing it up. And the run also just isn't as good. Supernova losing so much time. I mean, at the end of the day, a cycle is a cycle. Like, but you gotta be worried, otherwise you'll miss it twice. Okay, what is this? What is this movement? This is panic movement, if I ever see something. Okay, it's a big boy time loss, but it's probably not the end of the world. But Nova can still turn this into gold. So it's the time to work with. It's about to be the time. It's about to be the moment. You know? Supernova has got time to work with. It's the moment. This is it. This is when it all falls apart. Supernova has had the absolutely biggest case of BOJ troubles that we have ever seen. It's really not worked, and it has to. So, big praying. Will it work out this time? This the one. Almost, but not quite. Almost catched in time, but didn't quite catch in enough time. How? How? What in the... This is the biggest scam of the century. Minerva, are you sure you didn't patch your cart, mate? That is wild. What do you mean, dude? That's happened like three. The problem, Minerva is managed these 10:30 runs to BOJs like most of the time. It really never works. It never works, dude. I don't even know what Bonova did. Bonova just doing Sky. It might as well. Yeah, I don't think you're golding Sky by 10 seconds, but you can try. The frustration I think Bonova's got has to be kind of high because, like, I mean, that is the main problem. That is the only problem. Really, like, there have been more than enough runs here for this to work out. But nope, not quite. Not quite working out. Which is tough. It's definitely tough. About to be 10 minutes remaining. I will remind them. In about a minute. As we enter the true last stretch of time. Any of these runs that you see here, if they make it to the finish, that's it. That's the last run. Therefore, it has to work if it gets there. So, yeah. Now, this is where the pressure is truly on. This is the most pressure moment of an LTA. Especially if you're not currently qualifying, like Bonova and I guess Olive. It's also pressuring for someone like second or first, because you never know what might happen. But yeah, alright, hold on. Runners, you have 10 minutes remaining from now to do reset. So yeah, 10 minutes left to reset. Good luck. Alright. I have informed them of the situation. I will come back at the end to tell them that they don't have much time. When like it's the proper, like, the time's up, you know. Yeah, what's going on? Zoomy doing one of those. LBOJ into Worm's Fortress shenanigans. Because it just happens a lot. It's happened, like, I think twice today. Zoomy's just tried to do that and seeing if it works. To be fair, at least this time it has, which is interesting. I think it's, like, theoretically faster because you don't need to open the door, right? So, like, you save a little bit of time, even though you do need to, of course, maneuver your way to LBOJ twice. Very interesting dark roll going on. What is that ledge grab, dude? Oh my, that's the scary ledge grab Zoomy just got. I'm not gonna lie. Another ledge, dude, this is the ledge grab century. So I got everything is a ledge grab. I think Zoomy's, like, significantly behind. I don't think this is very fast. Don't gonna lie. Might be wrong, but I think this is slow. Is it? Wait, now that I think about it. No, I think it's oh no, wait, actually no. I thought that was way slower. This is not, I mean, yeah, no, I thought that was worse than what it was. Alright, not bad, not bad. Zumi gonna be heading into the basement with the newly acquired key. Let's go see if that goes well. I think we've ever seen a run LBOJ into Worm's Fortress that actually finishes. Although I think some people, again, such as Zumi, like right now and earlier, have given it an attempt or two when it's just so happened. This pillar list is not bad, actually, rather good. Yeah, very nice one, very well done. Might be a little bit of salvaging here to this run at the end of the tunnel. Talent is not bad. Everybody else is in the intro right now. The only one who's in a run is Zumi. The intro does take up a minute. You don't have much time to see it. The times are ticking low. It really is. But know that currently the runner getting chopped away. Okay, I think on average, yeah, that's slightly slower. Plus 0.3. Okay, cool. That's not PB though. That still means that's good. Like, probably I'm too used to seeing Zumi in the minus 20s to be honest. To realize that that's still really fast. You kind of lose your sense after your perspective happens. Ooh, Jamie getting burned at a bad moment. Not a major time loss if that works, which I think that side hop barely worked, to be honest. It was a little early, but works out that time. Four minutes left to make things happen. For the runners, of which Aleph is about to go to Worms, Fidus is on a weird cycle, and Bonova's in intro. The meantime, Doomy's the one furthest in the run. On a acceptable run, I think it will lose time though. From my view of things. Ledge grab. That's the wrong direction, but okay, sure. But don't know what the point of that is. Not gonna lie, that was kinda weird. AOA +4 into Hazy Mace Gift, not bad at all. Jeremy is cooking here on the final run. Ooh, Zumi. Ooh, no, what is this? Bonk twice. Jesus, this is not good, and the time is ticking. As soon as you notice it's 3 minutes now, it's 2. The time really is going down and down and down for the runners. Zumi is slowly losing time, but The run's still not bad at all. Definitely save itself on a MIPS portion. Box jump. What? Okay. Just goes for emergency exit. This is getting weirder by the second here. For Zumi, I'm not gonna lie. But Nova is out of the pipe. Needs this to work more than ever. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Oh my. Alep's in basement. Zumi's very deep into a run right now. But a run that at this point has lost quite a bit of time. Most likely still worth continuing, especially if you consider how much time Zumi can sometimes save in MIPS. One minute 20. But Noah's back in intro. Alep's got Pillarless. And Physius has got things to do. 1 minute left on the clock. We just about had to see how this MIPS goes for Zumi. As we hit the 1 minute remaining mark. And that goes quite well. Alright. Zumi's back ahead of PB with that one because that was really good. Okay. Alright, I see you. Physius misses lack to skip and everything's happening right now. 40 seconds. That is wild. This is cooking. It really, really is. Alright, I'll go undeafen them and tell them. You have 10 seconds left to do resets. And that's it. No more resets from this point on. Good luck. Here we go. It has happened. They've been informed of the situation. In the meantime, Zumi got the cycle, but no ultimate shenanigan. That's okay. But Nova has survived Dark World, which is absolutely huge. At least something into Wom's Fortress is important. Alep's run is still going. Physius has survived LBOJ. The Zumi run probably a little behind, but it's gonna survive Fire Seat, which is good news for Zumi, because there's so little time save on this. Yeah, definitely gonna lose a bit of time, but either way, going in for a final improvement could make Winova's job a lot harder, but at least into Womps is going good. Physius is done. Physius is done. Just has to hope that Zumi and Bonova don't both cook right now. Alep is still on that run. That's currently in Lethal Lava Land. Let's see if Zumi's BOJs will be anything to scoff at. Bonova's in Womp's Fortress. Let's see Zumi. 50 star BLJ will not work. Damn. Bonova goes for Salt. Doesn't get it. Zumi gets it immediately the second try. Bonova gets Wild Blue. $70 BOJ is immediate. This is definitely on pace to beat Physius. Hold on. There's a bit of a pace here. I'm really looking at Bonova right now, because this Catalyst is really, really, really important. It doesn't work. Yikes. GG. But resets, the platform slides down. Let's see, Banova's gonna snatch away that first place. Wow, that triple jump worked. How the fuck? It's only Zumi and Aleph. Zumi can. Me? Wait, can it? Dude, because of the 8 seconds is really hard to tell. If the BOJs are perfect, it might. Not the BOJs, the throws. Bro. Okay, well they are. So that's a really good run to finish it off. Annoyingly close to PB. Does that... Is bro safe? Yeah. Zumi did it. Zumi bops first. Even with handicap last second with the 1534. Damn. Really good job. Very last second. 1043 active crowd. It's not too bad, to be fair. That is a last second clutch there from Zumi to claim the first and get into a theoretically easier second, into a theoretically easier third round. Out of their last run ongoing. It's honestly not going too bad. That map's maybe left, I guess left a bit to be desired, but... And yeah, the strats aren't, like, a fast runner could definitely 15-3 axis, but... Aleph can't really do too much with it. Like, no shade. That sounded way meaner than I did. Like, the strats are just slower. Yo, definitely. If Aleph can get good stuff here, we could maybe even have an all 15, which would be quite an exciting thing to happen, especially for round 2. Not gonna lie, that'd be quite good. But since the time that this run does indeed still get to happen, not bad at all. I guess the cycle and all that jazz. Yeah, it's looking pretty nice. So, yeah, the first place in this LTA, it might not be as good because, like, I don't know. It kind of depends. It's like it was theoretically. Yeah, Fitness will not have to play against Raisin. That's true. Yeah, it's one of those things. Technically, the winner might have the tougher one because of like accidental droppings and stuff, and like Raisin drop it early doing this thing. And Soda being, you know, an upset player. It's like theoretically someone like there should have been like, I don't know, like in the theory, because like when the format's made, right, it's all in the theoretical. So like instead of Soda, it should have been someone like Sonard there, right, which would have been like that would make it like a lot theoretically stronger. But Soda's there. I'm not saying Soda's bad. Soda can definitely pull off some very good times, but it's like Sunner is already gone on some LTA times, which are faster, and so does PP. So like, yeah, it's one of those things. So maybe Zumi just accidentally got himself a tougher LTA. Either way, at this point, maybe Zumi can deal with it. 'Cause no 15 will be happening for Aleph, although it can still improve. Standing right, interesting. Interesting strategy, for sure. Won't deny it. Do not see it too often. Right, let's see. Will Aleph be getting the throws and be improving the 16-19 to close it off? Will we get 2 improvements past 0 remaining? Or will it only be 1? Let's find out. That's 1 throw. That's 2, yeah. That's 2 throws. Will they close it out? Let's go. Alright, GG. Aleph still pulling through. I'd say a strong performance for the level for sure. Was stuck against Giants, but 16-11 is not bad at all. Golden throws. The goal to finish off Aleph's day. Not bad at all. Alright, let's talk to them. Hello to all runners.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
GG's everyone.
Yeah, GG. GG's.
GG. So, Zumi, you have successfully won that LTA. Right there, right, like 3 seconds away.
Yay.
That was kind of a wild day from you. Like, what do you mean you almost got a 14?
That was definitely my best 16-star session. Like 11-25 DDDs, like 14 4x pace. It's something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, game decided nope. Like deep down, I was expecting a small PB, but it's fine. I cannot possibly be mad about my performance. Like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. I think maybe a slight bit of trouble for BOJs for, I think kind of in general, by the way, today. That was also a thing for like Bonova. BOJ screwed you over like twice or 3 times. Yeah, that
Yeah, we got Murphy's Law. This bad.
which that was sad. So a little bit of fun thing is, by the way, Zumi, since you won this LTA, because of the way the bracket is formatted, you'll actually end up meeting Raisin again.
Okay.
Which is kind of funny. There's also Wicco in that LTA. Meanwhile, Physius, you go second. You get in the LTA with Soda, Mickey, and the loser of Tomcar O-Slice. And Zumi gets the loser of Finny Karen as well in that LTA. In the third round. I mean, also, by the way, GG to Aleph and Bonova. You know, you got eliminated. Hope you had fun playing in the tournament.
Yeah, it was a good journey. Thanks for the invitation.
Yeah, no problem. And yeah, very well played. Very good Mario today for sure. And yeah, I guess I'll ask. Do any of you guys wanna? Are any of you guys gonna like keep streaming?
No, probably not.
I think I'm gonna go offline.
I'm gonna keep streaming, but Final Fantasy is probably
Fine.
the best.
Oh yeah, the final. That's true.
Yeah, I will also stream something different.
Yeah.
Alright. What are we thinking?
Also, thank you for having me, and you can DM me anytime you want for the next tourney.
Alright.
I'm always good to go.
right. We get there, we'll see. I'll probably rate Forms. Is Forms doing a tournament right now? I think it's almost over, but either way, I'll still do it. Form Frames doing one of those like weekly or twice a week tournaments, and from tournament to tournament, let's raid Form Frame, who's supposed to commentate a match at some point. I don't know when it's up. It's like it listed in the channel, but never done anything. Either way, we'll go rate him. Thanks to everybody for watching the like 3 hours and a half of Mario that happened today. Yesterday there was 4 hours. This time it was 3 hours. A lot of Mario. We'll be back at some point. I don't think any match is scheduled yet because they're being slow. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Thanks to everybody for playing. You know, can't have tournament without players. So, thank you to everybody. And with that,
Thanks for
Bye.
hosting.